Welcome to a fascinating journey through history, art, and spirituality. Today we'll explore 9 breathtaking Buddhist statues spanning centuries and regions, housed in the Palace Museum, Taipei. From the mysterious temples of Tibet to the ancient kingdoms of China's Dali. Each statue is more than just beautiful bronze or gold. It's a story frozen in time. Stories of kings who became monks, of guardians protecting the sacred, and of Buddhist teachings that shaped entire civilizations. So, buckle up and prepare to uncover the rich tapestry of history behind these timeless treasures. Let's dive in. Step into the golden glow of history, literally. First up, a stunning gilt bronze Bodhisattva from the Liao Dynasty, 907 to 1125. With a crown fit for a celestial king, intricate jewelry, and that cool, casual Lalatasana pose. One leg up, one leg down, it's like the Buddha version of "I woke up like this." Don't let the calm smile fool you. This figure is brimming with spiritual swagger. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The Liao Dynasty wasn't just about fabulous sculpture. It was a golden age for northern Chinese Buddhism. Imagine this. Emperor Xingzong builds a temple at Mount Wutai, dresses Manjushri Bodhisattva in traditional Khitan robes, and proudly announces, "He's one of us." Yes, the Bodhisattva becomes an honorary step local. The Liao court went all in, printing sutras, fusing esoteric and Hawaiian Buddhism, and even carving scriptures into stone at Fangshan. Monks were VIPs, often rubbing elbows with royalty. Oh, and architecture? They gave us the mighty Yingzhan wooden pagoda, still the tallest of its kind. Enlightenment with structural integrity? Yes, please. Now, fast forward to the Qing Dynasty, 960 to 1279, and prepare for spiritual gravitas. Meet Mahavarakana, the cosmic Buddha, cast in bronze and seated in full lotus posture, legs twisted tighter than your last yoga class. Look closely. His hands form the wisdom fist mudra, symbolizing profound knowledge cutting through ignorance like a spiritual lightsaber. His calm face, crafted with microscopic precision. His hair swirls like ocean waves, each curl a tiny marvel. That bump on his head? It's not a bad hair day, it's the Ushnisha, a symbol of supreme enlightenment. This isn't just art, it's an engineering miracle. The lost wax casting technique used here meant the artisan sculpted every detail in wax, melted it away and poured molten bronze in. Result? Perfection frozen in metal. The Song era embraced Buddhism with intellect and elegance. Scholar monks debated sutras, artisans turned temples into masterpieces, and emperors subtly supported the faith while Confucianism held the front stage. So whether it's a relaxed bodhisattva chilling on a lotus or a cosmic Buddha radiating calm from every pore, these sculptures aren't just pretty faces. They're timeless testaments to 1,000 years of devotion, design, and divine imagination. Let's begin with some divine elegance. This gilt bronze Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva from the Qing Dynasty, 960 to 1279, sits in the classic Lalatasana or royal ease pose. Imagine spiritual Netflix and chill. Dressed in a flowing skirt and ornate jewelry, Guanyin looks both poised and approachable. With soft moon-like eyebrows, half-closed compassionate eyes, and a subtle, knowing smile, this sculpture captures that perfect balance of serenity and style. Oh, and yes, that's a beard. Unlike later, more feminine depictions, this Guanyin blends masculine strength with divine grace. Enlightenment comes in many forms. Now, behind that peaceful smile was a bit of religious drama. You see, the Qing Dynasty wasn't the most Buddha-friendly era. Buddhism, once dominant, got benched by a rising star, Neo-Confucianism. Qing intellectuals were more into ethics and metaphysics than mantras and meditation. Government? Not exactly generous. They tightened the purse strings on temples, taxed monasteries, and basically said, "No more gold statues unless we say so." Buddhism's theoretical backbone, its scholastic tradition, started to wither, and Taoism, with imperial backing, strutted in like the favored child. Emperor Huizong even gave himself a divine upgrade, calling himself the Taoist Emperor. Talk about self-promotion. And if that wasn't enough, the folk gods joined the party. As trade and towns flourished, people turned to local deities like Mazu, Guanyu, and city gods, who offered quicker returns on prayers, no reincarnation cycle required. Why wait lifetimes when you can get blessings by next Tuesday? Still, all was not lost. Zen, Chan, and Pure Land Buddhism thrived among the common people. Simple, practical, and deeply rooted in daily life, these traditions laid the groundwork for Buddhism's survival and future revival. Take a look at this serene beauty from the Dali kingdom in Yunnan, crafted in the 12th to 13th century. This gilt bronze Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva sits calmly. Plump cheeks, gentle smile, and soft, moon-shaped brows. This isn't just divine elegance, it's the Dali ideal of beauty, healthy, round, and kind-looking. The expression says, "I see your suffering, and I'm here for hugs and enlightenment." But don't let the calm fool you. Dali's royal family was living a full-on Buddhist drama. Out of 22 Dali kings, at least 10 became monks. That's nearly half. Some retired peacefully. Others, well, let's just say shaving your head and slipping on a robe was often the diplomatic way to avoid being kicked off the throne by powerful ministers, like the influential Gao family. Becoming a monk saved face. Literally. Take King Duan Jingyan, believed to be the inspiration for Duan Yu in the famous wuxia novel Demigods and Semi-Devils. He ruled, got tired of his kids fighting over power, and just pieced out to Chongqing Temple. Or Duan Sulong, who holds the record for the shortest reign, just 4 years before he traded the crown for prayer beads. He kicked off the trend of mid-career royal monastic makeovers. But wait, it wasn't just spiritual. By becoming monks, these ex-kings often retained real influence, just behind the scenes. Think of it as becoming a Buddhist shadow emperor, or a medieval spiritual consultant with lifetime status. In Dali, Buddhism wasn't just religion, it was part of the state machinery, royalty, and even succession planning. Who needs political retirement when you can get enlightenment and avoid coups at the same time? Here stands a stunning gilt bronze Avalokiteshvara Bodhisattva, crafted in the Dali kingdom of Yunnan between the 12th and 13th centuries. With elongated earlobes almost brushing the shoulders and a plump, serene face radiating compassion, this standing statue embodies the local ideal of beauty, round, peaceful, and profoundly kind. Her right hand is raised in the Abhya Mudra, the fear not gesture, like a divine superhero saying, "Relax. I've got you." But behind that calm pose was a kingdom where Buddhism wasn't just faith, it was the foundation of power. The Dali kings, especially founder Duan Saiping, claimed that their rule came directly from Buddha's blessings. That's one way to secure the throne, get divine endorsement from the highest authority. The royal family didn't just believe, they lived Buddhism. Literally. Many kings spent their final chapters not in retirement villas, but in monasteries. Rulers like Duan Jingyan and his son Duan Jingxing gave up the crown to become monks. Forget palace drama. Dali kings preferred chanting over fighting. And their connection to Buddhism wasn't just symbolic. Through powerful esoteric rituals, monks, especially the acharyas, would perform blessings to make the king a Chakravartin, a Buddhist wheel-turning monarch. That's basically the enlightened version of an emperor. It was Tibetan-style theocracy, Dali edition. Meanwhile, Dali monks didn't just sit around. Some traveled all the way to Chengdu's Daisai Temple to study Pure Land Buddhism, bringing back texts like the 10 Essentials of Pure Land Practice. Others, like the Han monk Cixin, promoted a simpler, chant-focused practice to counter the ritual-heavy world of esoteric Buddhism. In short, Dali was faith-forward, monk-approved, and spiritually ahead of its time. The rulers governed with prayer beads in one hand and political strategy in the other. Here we have a truly majestic gilt bronze Amitabha Buddha, crafted in 12th century Tibet. Calmly seated in the full lotus posture, this figure radiates inner peace and perfect posture goals. Look at that balance. Legs tightly crossed, hands in the dhyana mudra at the chest, symbolizing deep meditation and cosmic clarity. This is the Buddha of the Western Pure Land, and he's not just chill, he's holding the line between life, death, and ultimate bliss. But while Amitabha was sitting peacefully up in the Himalayas, down in Qing Dynasty China, Buddhism was getting creative. Let's start with Cold Mountain Temple in Suzhou. Yes, the one from Zhang Ji's famous poem, A Night Mooring by Maple Bridge. Thanks to that one moody verse, the temple accidentally became a hot tourism spot. Want to hear the legendary midnight bell? Better book your Buddhist soundscape experience 6 months in advance. It includes a vegetarian meal and optional incense upgrade. Meanwhile, Master Yuan Zhao, 1048 to 1116, was shaking things up. By day he preached strict monastic discipline, kill even one ant and it's straight to hell. But by night? He flipped to Pure Land mode, just chant Amitabha and you're VIP in heaven. He even simplified visualization practice from complex tantric journeys to 3 easy steps. 1. Picture a sunset, screensaver vibes. 2. Imagine a blinged out golden pool. 3. Lock eyes with Amitabha, he's the big boss of bliss. Oh, and about that famous showdown at Jinshan Temple. No, not the white snake version with CGI and magic floods. The real flooding of Jinshan? That was 1129, when monks literally opened the floodgates to drown invading Jin soldiers. The legend just added a sexy snake lady and a dramatic monk for extra flair. Turns out, Qing Dynasty Buddhism was not just about scriptures. It was branding, spectacle, and survival. Feast your eyes on this imposing 15th century bronze-gilt statue of the southern heavenly king Virutika from Tibet. Standing tall and proud, this mighty guardian wears armor so detailed you might think it was forged by ancient dragon smiths. His fierce eyes glare wide open as if daring any evil to come close. His thick, curled beard cascades from his face like warrior waves, and his battle-ready stance says, "I'm here to protect, no nonsense allowed." Now let's fast forward to Ming Dynasty China, where the real-life green monk was busy making waves. Meet Master Lianqi, 1535 to 1615, aka Zhu Hong, the eco-friendly champion of Pure Land Buddhism. Born into a scholarly family, he shocked everyone by quitting the civil service path to become a monk at 30, after witnessing the horrors of animal sacrifice. Master Lianqi didn't just preach, he planted. He reforested the rundown Yunqi temple with over 50,000 trees, famously declaring, "Cut down one tree, you better chant 1,000 Amitabha Buddha mantras." Think of him as the Ming Dynasty's first animal rights activist, setting strict rules that releasing animals needed to be done thoughtfully, no sloppy mercy here or else it was just killing in disguise. He also shook up the scholarly elite with comebacks like, "You think chanting Buddha's name is easy? Have you even tried? And what good is your Confucian classics when you stand before King Yama?" Talk about putting scholars in their place. His 1589 work, Amitabha Treatise, cleverly blended meditation, doctrine, and discipline, making Pure Land practice accessible and practical. Oh, and for the busy workers of the day? He invented the 10-breath counting method. Chant during 10 breaths, perfect for the 16th century equivalent of 9 to 9 office grind. So from fierce heavenly kings guarding the Dharma to a monk protecting forests and animals, Buddhist history shows it's never just about sitting quietly. Sometimes it's about standing tall and planting deep. This stunning 15th to 16th century gilt bronze statue of Shakyamuni Buddha from Tibet during the Ming Dynasty. Look at that serene Buddha sitting in full lotus, balanced perfectly on a lotus throne. Now let's fast forward to the life of a fascinating Buddhist figure from roughly the same era. Master Chiyu, also known as Oi Jishu, 1599 to 1655. This guy was a real repentance fanatic. Imagine someone so committed to atoning for past karma, he would even pray for forgiveness for ants he might have accidentally stepped on in a past life. Talk about thorough. When his final moments approached, he gathered his disciples and said, "No crying after I'm gone. If you cry, you'll owe me in your next life." That's some hardcore spiritual discipline, no sentimental sobbing allowed. Master Jishu's contributions to Buddhism were huge. In 1653, he condensed the complex Amitabha Sutra into a quick and easy guide to Pure Land practice called Essentials of Amitabha. So good that the famous Master Yin Guang said even ancient Buddhas couldn't do better. He also wrote a sharp critique on fake monks who wear robes just to scam donations, bluntly declaring them as the VIPs of hell. Jishu pioneered the idea that moral discipline, precepts, is the foundation and chanting Buddha's name, Nianfo, is the ultimate goal. This fusion of meditation, teaching, precepts, and Pure Land practices shaped Buddhist practice for generations to come. Here's a quirky tidbit. He discovered that the Pure Land has its own time zone. One day there equals one kalpa here on earth, meaning just one day of chanting there equals eons of merit. So next time you feel you don't have enough time to meditate, remember Master Jishu's cosmic clock. Feast your eyes on this stunning 17th to 18th century Tibetan bronze gilded lotus mandala, also known as a lotus mandala throne. Imagine the universe shrunk down into one beautiful layered sculpture. Starting from a sturdy square or octagonal base, rising through layers of intricately carved lotus petals, each petal so detailed you might expect it to bloom any second, and crowned by the main Buddha figure sitting serenely at the very top, perfectly poised in full lotus posture. The whole piece sparkles with little details like cloud and lotus motifs, and some petals even look like they're studded with gems. Now what's a mandala, anyway? In Tibetan Buddhism, a mandala is much more than art. It's a cosmic blueprint representing the universe's structure and order. This lotus mandala is essentially a three-dimensional map of the Buddha's pure realm. Think of it like the ultimate spiritual architecture, designed to inspire meditation and a sense of peace. In the 1600s and 1700s, Tibetan Buddhists crafted these elaborate mandalas not just for beauty but as sacred portals to the divine. The base represents the earth, solid and reliable. The lotus petals symbolize purity and spiritual awakening, because what's more pure than a lotus blooming out of muddy waters? And the Buddha at the top? He's the cosmic boss, radiating wisdom and compassion. These mandalas also served a ritual purpose. Monks would meditate with these models, imagining themselves entering the Buddha's paradise, helping them focus and advance on their spiritual path. Fun fact, each layer of lotus petals is like a cosmic elevator, lifting you higher and higher, until you finally arrive at enlightenment itself. Thank you for joining us on this captivating journey through Buddhist art and history. These statues are not just artifacts. They're windows into the spiritual hearts of ancient cultures, each with its unique story and profound meaning. If you enjoyed exploring these incredible masterpieces with us, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating stories from history and culture.